Okay, so I wanted to make a video about communication, patience, negotiation, because it's on my mind and it's something I'm working on because it's something I'm trying to improve in my life because it makes my whole life better. But I know that when I teach stuff, it also helps me learn it better, and maybe in the process you can learn along the way. And I want to talk about patience because one of the things that gets us really excited to do something, well, is getting excited, like for lifting weights, powerlifting, deadlifting, all that kind of stuff. You just can't wait to deadlift, right? God, I forget what that feels like to be so excited to work out again, right? I'm working out, but I don't get excited to work out like I used to. It's when you get excited, you just can't wait to do it, right? You can't wait to lift weights, can't wait to do your training session for the day. Now, when it comes to communication, talking to other people, your significant other, sales presentations, your boss, coworkers, we tend not to be so patient because we're so basically excited. We're so caught up in what we want to say, and often the best way to communicate, what makes you a great communicator, is to be a great listener, and that's easier said than done. So I want to talk about patience as a way to be slower, right? I mean, like, again, taking this analogy to strength training and powerlifting, because that's sort of where I got my, I guess a lot of my motivation is being patient with setup. With deadlifting, I was never that patient, which is in the beginning I wasn't, because it was grip and rip, right? And then you learn a lot of mistakes along the way. But with squatting, I would say, and benching is sort of where you learn to be patient, because I find that the setup on a squat and deadlift are much more important. So taking the time to dig the bar into your back on a squat, or get your hands in the right position on a bench, can go a long way with a successful lift. Just taking your time. If you think about doing a heavy single or double, I find that it almost takes 3 to 4 times as much time to set up than it does to actually complete the entire set, even if you're doing a set of 3 or 4 reps, which is sort of interesting. Like, you take the time to put your hands in the right spot, dig your back in the right spot. Now, taking this into the process of communicating with other people and talking to people is don't be so quick with having to say what you have to say, but focus on actually listening to what other people say. When you listen, you can hear what they say, and then you could respond to what they say, instead of thinking about what's going to happen next, predicting what they're going to say, or assuming. It's one of my faults, is that I predict how people are going to behave, and I sort of, I guess we all do this to some extent. I feel like I do it more than most people, where you automate what someone is going to say and you make too many assumptions, which sort of causes a lot of misinterpretation with other people. But I think we all do it, though. See, the thing is, like, we're listening with the intent to respond, instead of just truly listening and feeling and being empathetic. Because in reality, we have all these thoughts in our head, and we feel like that what we have to say is very important. That's just how we are. And we don't really think about, like, actually just listening, taking in what they say, and then genuinely responding. So try that. See if you can actually do that. Listen to what someone says, hear it, repeat it back to them, and see if you can really understand what they mean by it. Because, like, I'm talking to you, there should be some undertones in what I'm talking about, meaning, like, I have I guess you can say a hidden message, but a message that's not so direct, I guess I could say, that I'm sharing. And if you can kind of pick that up, I'd like you to leave a comment below. It means you're really listening. Anyways, more to come.